I'm Stephen Peront, CTO and co-founder of Xinnovation. We are an ISV who specializes in document automation solutions with many organizations, primarily in financial services and pharmaceuticals. The types of solutions that we help our customers do are very focused on them reaching their customers, whether that's from a sales process, generating pitch books to present what they can do to their customer and help them lead that to a sale, or whether that's right from the RFP, RFI process to helping them generate opportunities. We also help those customers then take those leads, and as they turn those leads into customers, helping them to really take those customers to the next level by generating documents that help those customers know exactly what they're doing with that customer. And generally that's an Office document. That's a PowerPoint presentation, or that's a Word document that gets translated into HTML on a website. That's an Excel document that shows a chart that has graphic, rich data that really helps the client understand how are they leveraging this account. A good example of that is a 401k plan. A participant needs to know how are their funds distributed, what funds are working, what funds are not working, and how can I redistribute those funds within a group. Well, when you're working with those types of clients, they need to work in Office. That's what they know. That's the interface they understand. Their analytics, they understand Excel, their Word, they understand how to use content, or rich content, to be able to put it to a website, and they use PowerPoint to make those presentations as they go out into the field. So we help those customers primarily in financial services and pharmaceuticals to reach those customers. Today, we have a solution called Zydox. That Zydox product has helped customers achieve that using an Office interface, but without having to have client installations in an enterprise, because everything we develop is on the server, whether it's automating a Word document or a PowerPoint document with rich embedded Excel objects. And that's really where we've helped customers achieve things today. Open XML has been really transformed the way we reach our customers. It's really empowered us to reach new levels of integration with our clients, to reach new levels of what we can do for those clients. Good example. We used to write a Word application, a document, on the server, and we would go ahead and write that application. We'd use a template model so we didn't have to rewrite the code every time the customer had a change. Something very unique to how we process documents. Well, even though that's true that we would build that layer with templates, our clients still had to come to us and they still had to work with us to generate those documents. Now, we're not looking to remove that layer. We have great relationships with all of our clients. However, now that we've been able to embrace Open XML, which is a format that is a standard for the content of each type of document, whether it's a presentation ML, or whether it's a word processing ML, or whether it's a spreadsheet ML, it's a standard format that we can use with our clients. They can understand to write those documents. Now with those document solutions, we can generate the document, and rather than write an adapter to integrate with a third party like an SAP or a Siebel, we can actually generate that document. We can hand it off to that system through a web service, and the client who already has code written in those line of business systems and those enterprise systems can do whatever they want to the document and pass it back to us. That's allowed us to reach new levels of integration into the enterprise. It's empowered our customers to say, we don't need to build this for one solution, we can use this throughout our enterprise. That's transforming. I'll tell you, the biggest part and the biggest advancement of these formats is not just that they're Open XML. That's fantastic. It's a huge advancement. I was actually at the ODC in 2006, and I asked the question to Bill Gates, why isn't XML in PowerPoint? And if Microsoft had just gone ahead and put XML into all the applications, that would have been one form of an advancement. But they went a step further and made it a standard. This is an ECMA standard. You can go and look at some of the things that Doug Mayhew has done, and myself, I've been involved in the ISO certification of Open XML. Making this a standard means that when I hand it off to my client in that integration, the client doesn't have to ask me, how do I work with this? Right? In the past, when we would work with clients, and there were times when they would write custom code to be able to work with the documents we would give them. They would look to us to be the experts on PowerPoint, Word, Excel, because we were in all of the partner councils, all of the developer councils. They needed to rely on us to be the expert on how to write that code. Today, I can point them to the ECMA standard. I can point them to Doug Mayhew's blog. I can point them to Office Online and MSDN and what Erica Early's doing. Those are great resources. Now that it's an open standard, they can look to that standard. They can write to that standard however they want. And now they can reach a new level of interoperability. It's allowed our application to become more powerful in a heterogeneous environment where there's lots of Java, where there's lots of other types of line of business systems and applications. Best of all, most of our clients are enterprise clients who are global, national, and global accounts. And when they have to generate a document in the US that needs to go to China, what a great opportunity that we can transport the Open XML and they can work with it however they need to. Write XSL to translate it and show it in a different language. Work with it to use different currencies or different displays for how they show that, or different user experiences. And now that they can do that, we can reach that customer on a global level, not just on a national level. That's transforming. That is powerful. And where Microsoft is going with this standard, it's something that the whole world needs to get on board with. It's going to transform the way we do business.